back with Mike Quincy from Consumer Reports. All right, so this question is, will a few pounds over max air pressure increase my gas mileage?
It might, but it's going to make the ride harder. It's going to decrease your braking performance and your handling. And I wouldn't recommend it to try to eke out a tiny improvement in gas mileage. I would definitely use what's recommended for your car.
Okay. This is a very popular question, I'm sure. What's the deal with the percentages of ethanol gasoline and possible damage to my engine?
Well, generally speaking, if you have an older car, it's really not designed to deal with a gasoline that's blended heavily with ethanol. The problem with ethanol is it's very corrosive, and a lot of the components in older cars were never designed to deal with that. It's generally not a great gasoline just overall, because it can hurt your car in the long run.
And I know that it's been said that it says on there for cars that are like 2005 and newer, but I checked my manual. My manual said don't use it.
Well, this is why you're in charge, because you're reading your owner's manual. That is the best advice that I've heard in a long time.
I've been taking your advice, that's why. Okay. This next question is, are directional tires better? I don't even know what a directional tire is.
Directional tires are designed for specific cars where the tires are designed to just go in one direction. So in other words, when it comes to rotating your tires, you have to make sure that they're going in the right direction. They're very performance specific. And again, go back to what the original equipment that was on your car and stick with that.
Okay. This next question is, do you change your tires after they are 5 or 6 years old and still have plenty of tread on them? This person adds, even if I've hit the standard amount of miles for replacing them.
Yeah, 5-year-old tires really are generally not that bad as long as the car is driven on a regular basis. If a car sits for a long time, especially sitting in the sun, you can get dry rot and your tires will deteriorate. Definitely tires that are closer to 10 years old, whether they look good or not, definitely replace them. But 5 years with regular use, the tires still should be pretty good. But again, you want to do a visual check. You want to do the whole George Washington head and the tread thing and see how that works out.
Mm-hmm. All right, this next question is about car fobs. It says, do car fobs drain battery if you're far away, like when you're in your home and the car is, out front?
I think that was an urban legend a few years ago, and some people were saying, "Oh, put your car fobs in the freezer,"
yes,
or something goofy like that. I don't think there's really any truth to that at all.
All right, and we were just talking about how to cool down your car quickly and also save gas. And a lot of people do have a remote start, but the thought was, don't use the remote start.
Not really, because the way to really cool down your car fast is to drive it. Get in your car, turn it on, lower the windows, crank the AC, and start driving. What you got to do is you got to get all that hot air out of your car before you can cool down the interior. And once you get moving and you blow the hot air out, roll up your windows and enjoy the chill of the air conditioning.
This next question is, does it harm a vehicle to start it with the radio and/or the AC already on?
I think that kind of used to be the case back in the day because the starters and the batteries had to work harder. These days, starting a car really is not an issue anymore. Modern cars don't have any problems with that. But I remember when I was a kid, when I started driving, the lesson was, turn off all the accessories, turn off everything, because that gives more juice to getting the car going. But getting cars started these days is really not an issue that like it used to be in the 70s or 80s.
All right, well then my follow-up question to that is, like, in the wintertime, a lot of people also want to start their car before they get in it.
Well, yeah, and I understand that being in the Northeast, sometimes you want to get your car going, get the defrosters going, get the seat heaters going, get some heat that's generating so you can melt the windshield and stuff like that. It's so funny that we're talking about that in July, by the way. You're getting 0 miles per gallon if your car is just sitting there. If your car isn't covered with snow and ice, I wouldn't start it ahead of time. You're just wasting gas. Again, your car is going to get warmer as you drive it. So if your car is cold, it's cold outside, get in it, start driving, and you're going to generate heat much quicker than if your car is just sitting there idling.
All right, so get in the car and go, and that's what's going to make your air conditioner be better. All right, thank you so much for your time and your expertise. We appreciate that. If you missed any of this information about the tires, You can find it on our website, WFMYnews2.com. Just head over to the Who Wants to Know section.